Today, I'm going to talk about comparison between traditional Korean medicine and Western medicine. As you get to know more about this, you'll see that it's a really interesting topic. First, let's talk about traditional Korean medicine. Traditional Korean medicine is a medicine to cure diseases by observing a patient's feeling and the whole structures and functions of human body, not just a part that has pain. The most well-known Korean medicine is moxibustion called cupping and acupuncture. But what is the difference between traditional Korean medicine or TKM and traditional Chinese medicine or TCM? The difference between them is the ideology they are based on. It is related to two philosophical factors, spiritualism and materialism. Materialism, which is related to communism, is a viewpoint that materials are a fundamental reality and the mind or spirit are considered as secondary. From 1949 to 1965, traditional Chinese medicine went through a huge change. Traditional Chinese medical doctors were competing with Western medical doctors, and communism was growing in China. So traditional Chinese medical doctors thought that combining TCM with materialism and the growing communism would be the best idea to preserve and develop TCM and have enough power to against Western medicine. However, traditional Korean medicine is different as it's based on spiritualism, which is a viewpoint that the world consists of spiritual origin and is related to capitalism. TKM was formed in Joseon era, which was BC 2333 to BC 108, when Korea was in the Goryeo dynasty, which was from 918 to 1392. Traditional Korean medical doctors started researching about herbal remedies. In Joseon dynasty, which was from 1392 to 1910, a book, Principles and Practice of Eastern Medicine, called 동의보감 was published. From 1894 to 1895, First Sino-Japanese War occurred between China and Japan to get control over Korea. Even though this influenced Korea, TKM didn't adopt TCM's concept. During the Japanese colonial era, Jamal Lee created Sasan constitutional medicine, which has 4 different categories to classify physical constitution of human, and he said there are different treatments depends on their physical constitution, although their diseases are same. The advent of Sasan constitutional medicine and the theory of stimulus made traditional Korean medicine to have different system with traditional Chinese medicine. There are various types of treatment in TKM, such as Korean herb medicine, acupuncture, moxibustion, and acupressure. Then, what is Western medicine? Western medicine is a method that treats illnesses and diseases by using drugs, radiation, and surgery. Based on anatomical knowledge, Western medical doctors observe and treat a certain part of the body to cure the disease. If we look at the history of Western medicine, around BC 3000, Egyptians used remedies to fight diseases and they also performed basic surgeries by general examination of the patient. Hippocrates, who was considered as the father of medicine in Greece, was the one who classified diseases and was the first to perform chest surgery. Later, Gregor Mendel came up with Mendel's law. Louis Pasteur, along with Charles, had germ theory of diseases. X-ray, electrocardiograph, antibiotics, penicillin, and aspirin had also been developed. There are so many types of treatment in Western medicine, such as surgery, drugs, radiation therapy, which includes external beam radiation therapy and brachytherapy. There are diverse treatments in TKM and Western medicine, but of course, there are advantages and disadvantages in these. TKM could keep our body healthy without pain because there aren't any surgeries, so their treatments don't hurt. TKM is really effective, especially to muscular diseases and nervous diseases, such as cervical and lumbar disc. For example, vital energy called Qi in a concept of TKM flows through invisible channels in our body. It is believed that these 12 major meridians connect to specific organs or networks of organs, organizing a system of communication throughout our body. So, there are acupressure points for a certain pain or illnesses. If we press that certain acupressure point, then we could cure that certain illness and we could feel better. By using this kind of fundamental of TKM, normal people who don't have qualification could do similar treatment with traditional Korean medical treatment such as rolling massage tools. But is the effect of these going to be the same? I conducted an experiment with 10 participants to check whether the effects are same or not. First, I asked them what their stress level is on a scale of 1 to 10. And I did acupressure by pressing acupressure point which could release stress for 2 minutes. First, I pressed the tip of middle finger and top right part of ring finger. Second, I pressed the space between thumb and index finger. Then I asked them how their stress level changed on a scale of 1 to 10 and saw the difference between their stress level. After 2 days, I asked what their stress level is on a scale of 1 to 10 to the same 10 participants. Then I gave a rolling massage tool which represents folk remedy, and they used it for 2 minutes. After the treatment, I asked them how their stress level changed on a scale of 1 to 10 so I could see the difference between their stress level and compare the effect of TKM and folk remedy. Surprisingly, when people got acupressure, the average difference of stress level was 2.3. However, when people used rolling massage tool, the average difference of stress level was 0.95. From this experiment, we could know that actually TKM, which requires a medical qualification, was more effective than folk remedy, which doesn't require a medical qualification. But the rolling massage tool was also effective too, so we could do simple treatments by ourselves without experts. However, the disadvantage of TKM is it doesn't have enough scientific evidences. Western medicine is reliable because it has a lot of scientific evidences. It could cure diseases which need a surgery such as cancer or tumor by using high-tech medical equipment. Because of this, we have to go to the hospital to cure diseases since Western medicine needs qualification. So it could be a disadvantage of Western medicine. Among Western medical treatments, there is a surgery, so pain is inevitable while pain doesn't exist during traditional Korean medical treatments. As I said before, there are some advantages and disadvantages in TKM and Western medicine, but I was wondering what would people think about TKM and Western medicine. To investigate it, I did a survey with 10 Western people and 10 Korean people and asked them about their gender, age, nationality, experiences with TKM, and thoughts about TKM and Western medicine. 50% of 10 Western people said they heard about TKM. Some of these people had TKM treatments such as acupuncture, acupressure, and moxibustion, but 30% of them said they felt better after they had treatments. Surprisingly, 70% of 10 Western people said sometimes Western medicine is more reliable than TKM because the treatment could be different depends on what types of disease are. Meanwhile, from the survey to 10 Korean people, 90% of them said they heard about TKM and had traditional Korean medical treatments. 80% of them said they felt better afterwards. Ironically, even though TKM had been created in Korea, 50% of 10 Korean people think sometimes and 30% of 10 Korean people think always that Western medicine is more reliable than TKM because all of them said Western medicine has a lot of scientific evidences that could help treat diseases. From these surveys, the opinion that TKM and Western medicine should coexist was superior no matter what participants' gender and culture is. The fact was Korean people had more experiences with traditional Korean medical treatments, and they felt better after the treatments. Also, they heard about TKM and have more information than Western medicine. Nonetheless, they think that Western medicine is more reliable than TKM Because this society is based on science, and Western medicine already has so many scientific evidences. Therefore, to make TKM coexist with Western medicine, more scientific evidences about TKM needs to come out, and we need to combine advantages of TKM and Western medicine so that we could cure diseases more effectively.